Yeah, what's really good? Y'all already know it's your boy LaRon. Dang, I didn't even know that it allowed people to know that I was there already. Like I thought, it doesn't send notifications out at least till you go into the broadcast room. But yeah, this is your boy LaRon TV. Please make sure you like the video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the commentary. I'm just gonna come on here real quick, chit chat before I get out. So I hope everybody's having an amazing day. It's about 1 p.m. here, Houston, Texas, and I'm about to go back out and run a few more errands. And yeah, but I wanted to get on here and talk about today. Nicki's celebrating her 1 year uh, wedding anniversary with her husband, and then also we seen last night Tory Lanez came out and gave a little statement on his Instagram. So it's looking really crazy right now. It's looking crazy. What's up, Denise? What's up, Isabella? What's up, Micheline? What's up, Rel? What's up, Q? So I thought that was dope. She showed it was pretty much just Nikki's husband hand holding her baby's foot. So that gives her, gives the fan a little glimpse into her life a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then like she posted a baby pic, but I thought that was cool that she posted that because she could have just posted a picture of them. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Shout out to Nikki. Happy anniversary. But yo, what do y'all think is going to happen with Megan Thee Stallion? I think that's the biggest conversation. I think she better try to get this album out. Megan better try to get this album out as soon as possible because I just feel like the tides are going to keep turning. I just feel like the tides could turn on her. You know, oh, she lied. I don't know. This is how I personally feel now. I don't get deep involved into that whole Tory Megan shit and that on that end, but I feel like I don't know. Both sides could not be telling could be refraining from saying some sort of truth. You just never know. Megan is losing momentum. Baby Minaj footbirds big Pete. Yeah. So I think it's just but are we in a day where people just saying all of these things like even with the whole Sada baby thing, do you think he's really going to be done? Tory clearly has, a crowd. He has a base who supports his music. That's clear. So I don't know. Could Tory would is Megan really going to lose if she lied? Like it's gonna, yeah, that is gonna fuck some shit up for her. I personally think on an ethics level, but will Coach drop her? Hmm, I don't think so. I knew she was fake from the beginning. What made you feel like she was fake, Rita? What made you feel like Megan Thee Stallion is fake? Oh shit, exactly, Rita. I've been peeped Megan. What you peeped about Megan? Get into specifics. I want to know what you peeped about her. I ain't seen him apologize, Micheline. I seen somebody talking about it, but I be seeing people talk about shit, but sometimes I don't be having it in me to go back to see like, oh, what did they say? I just kind of like look at the tweet and keep it moving. Meg needed that album yesterday. Yeah, Megan, she got to drop that album between now. She need to drop an album during like the holiday season so people could be in the mood to like support albums and buy albums and shit. I think she needs to benefit off of doing that. So expect the Megan album within the next month or two, I would say. She got to. I don't understand what she would have to gain from lying if her and Tori had no prior beef. But from what I took from his live, he stated that at first she said one thing and then it came back to, They're going with a different narrative. It just seems it's like they planned and plotted. I hope that they ain't really plot this just to get this girl a career. Like that would really be crazy, right? Wouldn't that be crazy in the grand scheme of things if Rockefellers um their their push is just to like she's shot, like so it's like the 50 Cent case, you know what I'm saying, but not like it, but you know what I'm saying, like kind of getting notoriety off of being shot. Hmm. Getting a Hot Girl Holiday album. Meg better push that album. Her lies are unfolding. We all heard one side, and it's crazy how damn near everyone disregarded that man's truth just because Megan came out talking first. It's a total of 4 people, only one speaking. This wow. When she lied about the contract with 1501, I knew she would do anything to get on top. Exactly. Shit, you negotiated a contract with less money than I had in my 401k when I left my job. Like, shit. Like, I come from the era of female rappers like Foxy Brown, Little Kim, like they signing multi-million-dollar deals. I never heard of a chick signing a record deal for $10,000 to $15,000. That's like, what do you believe in? I ain't saying that everybody ain't got to start at no different level, but shit, even Remy signed multi-million-dollar deals, and that's in the news. Like, you feel me? Like you start see, this is why you go through it's hard. But you know what? Megan is an independent artist. She was independent, right? So I could understand that that grind is different. So maybe that 15,000 was appeasing. But the chicks who I know who got deals, like they getting $3 million, $7 million deals, like they getting deals. So I've never heard of nobody signing a record deal for $15,000 just to scream somebody else overhead. Like, I think that all came after Megan started dropping those viral freestyles down here. Then she got that record deal. I personally think that's what happened. Sean, that's what people miss. He debunked her stories all while remaining respectful and giving no information that could be used against him. He's very intelligent. Yeah, that was for sympathy, of course. That was for sympathy right there. It's like I feel like Megan, she's not letting her talent sell itself like in times like right now. It's like the controversy. She's letting the controversy sell herself, and it's not the same. And this is definitely not like you know she had WAP. She that did good in the summertime. She had Savage that went up for the summer, and it's like you're a new rapper. What verses are you really killing right now? What features are you really killing? What's the momentum you building up for this album? And I just don't feel it. I don't feel like it's coming. She do be lying, but I still feel like he shot her. There is more to the story that she doesn't want us to know. I really want to hear Kelsey's side. True. I'll be honest, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like there could be untruths from both sides at this point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it could be a truth for both sides. The only reason, right? And I'm just gonna say this. I don't consider myself being a life expert because there's people who've done different stuff to me, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like when you grow up and you have like your brothers, and yeah, you used to having like those conversations and that banter going back and forth, like you could kind of tell when niggas is lying a little bit too. You could tell when the truth might not it might not be clear, like something might not make sense, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So I'm not going to pinpoint exactly what I think, but I think it could be untruths on both ends. That's all I'm saying. That's how I feel. I think Kelsey shot her just because it sounds messy. Damn. Why would you think Kelsey would want to shoot her best friend? If if he shot her, she must be Wolverine. Just another Cardi story, sympathy and payola. You already know anything that's gonna get her more streams. You know what I'm saying? She needs it though. Megan needs it because let's be honest, for her to get her momentum up there, she gotta has to say. I think she's trying to work this whole social media shit. If you notice, Cardi took a break of offline ever since she flipped out the other day, and I think Megan is trying to do the same too. If people wasn't getting on her and pointing out some of the things she was doing, she would be jumping on live doing crazy shit. Now she just, she's toning it down to just releasing a tweet. But this is what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like it could, based on maybe there's something that's being covered up in the story. So it's not going to be, exactly what we want to hear on each side when they make a statement. But it's like, I feel like there could be some untruth coming from both sides. And I don't know what is exactly covering up. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I personally feel. Cardi ain't take a break. Her dumbass did a live about SARS. That was disrespectful. When she did a live. On accident, though, Megan back is turned. Kelsey not speaking. Tory fighting her for his freedom, and Kelsey and Megan fell completely out. Or maybe Tory knows Kelsey did it. I don't know. Like, I mean, let's think about it with the typical mind frame of a child nowadays, with the type of music that's out that kind of glorifies gang violence, gunplay. Do you think people will really turn their back on Megan Thee Stallion? Yeah, because she's gonna get a reputation, especially if it's proven that he didn't do it. That could turn bad for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could. I mean, if it was reported that you done lost all these millions of streams and stuff like that, like that's crazy. Somebody's definitely gonna want to sue to get some. They definitely suing for damages if it's proven, otherwise. So that could turn crazy for her. That really could, especially at a time like right now where the fucking world ain't even fully opened up and you can't even get those bookings like that. I know Megan is starving right now. They could be killing it right now. Could you imagine the damage that Megan would be doing if WAP was #1 on the charts and she was getting all her bookings plus her touring dates? Megan would be eating right now. But the thing is, she's not a Sukiana. She's not an Asian doll. She's not performing at local hookah bars where the capacity is going to be on tilt because she's big in a level like that. That's not really safe for her. If you really think about it, Megan could be getting money right now. She could be going to these little hookah bars in Atlanta and going to these little places out in Dallas and shit like that and getting the money, but she's too big for that right now. So that's like you're gonna be in places. You got to think about it. One of my friends put me onto this like at an early age in high school. They used to have these spots up in New York, like they would have like parties Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But one of my friends, she was just like, you know what? Like, bitches be hating on me. She was like, that shit is a setup for me to go to. She said it's like an accident waiting to happen. And then I never looked at stuff like that until she pointed that out. She said that shit is an accident waiting to happen. I'm not fucking with it. And then it made me think about it. Like, you got to pick and choose some of the places that you choose to. Yeah, you do. I think she'll end up like Cardi. People will stop caring. Time will tell. I don't think people even care about Megan on the magnitude of a Cardi. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cardi is also pushed out to us extra too. Cardi gets an extra boost. Cardi definitely gets the extra boost. Jay-Z is not going to let that happen unless that's why Tory was charged. Yeah, Jay-Z is going to do anything that he can do to make sure that Megan at least stays in the light where they could get that money. Because I'm telling you, her being in that, I think that's exactly why she wanted to renegotiate that deal. Because once Rock Nation, they probably started to go through the financials. They probably like, oh shit, so they getting 60%. They probably looking at her 40, like, you know, She ain't necessarily not like no Nicki Minaj or like even like Foxy and Kim on that level back in the day. They was on remixes popping. If you think about it, all of them had this methodology. Like, it's not saying that Nicki was exclusive to it. Like when she came out and she would campaign before her album dropped, and she would have these records that she's on and like these remixes and just killing them shits, right? That's the setup for a female rap album, um, for it to roll out, right? So when you think about from the Touch Me Tease Me to the Ain't No Nigga to the I Shot Ya from Foxy Brown, like before we got Il Nana, like, you know what I'm saying? Before that, it's like they campaign before they drop their album. They have different shit that they on that they touch. So I don't necessarily see that from Megan. But I don't see Megan getting promoted like Cardi. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Cardi is heavily playlisted. So even though she doesn't have the skill, she has the good team behind her. But yeah, it's definitely different. It's a different time. I don't feel that campaign behind Megan like that. I just feel like we got social media. She could drop a picture, she could get a million likes, and people be like, "Oh shit, she's that chick." Like that shit got to It has to translate on paper too. it, it got to really do. I would love to know how many people bought that title special. Was that a concert that she had exclusively on title? I would love to know how many people purchased the tickets for that. And I felt like they did that just to see, like, would this be lucrative? Would this make sense for us to bring other artists in and try to do these shows? So, oh, we got a new artist, we got Megan, let's throw her out there, let's see how many people actually buy into it. That's what I really think happened. They be doing these little testers before your eyes, and you don't even realize what it is. Just like I felt like City Girls came out first. Remember, we was going through the whole pandemic, and it was a City Girls, Sweetie, and then Cardi, or was it Sweetie, Cardi? No, Sweetie, City Girls, and then Cardi. Remember, all of their projects. Tap Out came out. Then is City Girl is Sweetie? I thought Sweetie was Quality Control. I don't know. I thought she was kind of linked to Atlantic, but correct me if I'm wrong. But it was like I think Sweetie came out first, or City Girls came out first, and then Cardi came out last. So they kind of tested it to kind of see probably how shit was going in the pandemic. Real talk. What's up, Malika? Meg's number don't match at all. That ass shaking and attention seeking should be doing. I still didn't see the point of Tory's live. Of course, I want him to speak, but he simply repeated everything he said on the album. Maybe he got mad that Megan twerk video. I honestly don't think Jay is that invested in her. He invested in her. Rep was going extra hard because they know if it's going Megan and her rep getting dropped, this is getting expensive. Yeah. How much does 300 get? 300 gets 60%. They in a 60-40 deal. You know what I'm saying? And then didn't she mention that she has to, but like, look, and this is typical in record deals. So you just think about it. This can be a lot. So if that off of that 40%, based on what you're selling or whatever, right? Now, this is why I said we have these artists that live in these gassed up times, because making the stallion could be like, oh shit, Captain Hook is 500,000 units. It's a gold record, right? But and since it's different from back in the day where that means that 500,000 people purchase your shit. And not only that, you're getting paid less money on streams. So it takes way more streams to count up for a song. I think it's like 1,500 streams counts for, or some shit like that. Something. I don't know the math on this. Y'all could figure that out. If y'all know it, you could post it. But it's like, yeah, you could be bragging about that shit, but it's different times. It's like that shit don't mean 500,000 sold. And these plaques is gassing people up now because it's not showing the full picture. It's really not. Meg is a hood lister, not a real lister. because I know 300 gave her the budget for that last video. But I honestly feel like Megan Thee Stallion also gets a lot of looks too, based on her connections. You notice how I told you that a lot of her stuff be looking Beyonce-esque, like, with the dancers or with the looks on stage. A lot of that shit look Beyonce-esque. I feel like, behind the scenes, if, okay, say it's Rock Nation, right? You got to think about it. Let's think more advanced, in a more advanced mind frame. Now, if I'm a management company, right? You my artist. Now, say you got a performance coming up, we have to have certain things like, or we have to have access to certain things like, like whether it's props for performances and shit like that. I believe that Rock Nation, they share a lot of their resources. We see how you see Beyonce's team messing with Megan. I feel like it's nothing for Jay to go to Beyonce, be like, yo, we need some dancers for her video, or Beyonce, also brainstorming, giving thoughts too. It's a very, I look at it as it's a fruitful situation for Megan, like in that regards, because you could tell that she's working with some heavy hitters when it comes to her videos. This is why to be honest with you, that's a good look for her because she can get good looks. Even though I personally, I thought "Don't Stop" was a good video, but it wasn't like some shit that I never seen before. You feel me? Um, it was good though. I can't hate on it. Jay-Z signs aggressive women who are prone to abuse. He's looking for the rap Beyonce. He lost when Nicki went to Cash Money. Jay-Z is the devil. Why y'all feel like Jay is the devil? Jay is about that money though. I'm telling you, he need to lock in with Megan. They need to get that album, throw a few sample, classics on her album. Get you, she got to get a Get Me Home record. She got to get a staple record outside of Big Old Freak. She needs that right now. There's some shit that Lil Ju ain't produced. I mean, Lil Ju is good though. Don't get me wrong. He gives Megan. I think Lil Ju, he's one of the best producers for her right now. But I think on this album, she needs to go to a different sound because I definitely think he does good beats for her. But it's always some cash shit sounding like um Captain Hook was good, but I felt like she dropped that record. It was like she was so thirsty for the success of Savage, where she ain't even pushed Captain Hook. Like you dropped the video for that song and everything. There comes a time when you need more than a pretty face and body and twerks all the time. Don't Stop was rushed. I was let down when Don't Stop came out because I was just like, yo, when I seen all of these photos she was posting online, I was like, oh, maybe this is subliminal. She's gonna have, in the Don't Stop video, that shit is gonna be some gangster shit. She got the rings on, saying "fuck you." It was just like, I'll be looking at different things people release, and I'll be like, oh, maybe this is all in this video. And then Don't Stop was just some other shit. I got a stink ass walk and a reckless ass mouth. That shit is so trash. How they put that shit out? That shit is trash. It wasn't Rush. She's just not that good. Yeah. Like who okayed it? Who okayed it? Who literally they need to start having like, just musical advisors, and before your single comes out, it needs to go over at least 5 desks. Like if your last single did terrible and it had a video release too and it didn't go in the top 10, then it got to go over 10 desks before it's approved to go out. Like it needs to go over more people's desks. They got to really go through it, approve your shit. Like by the time your shit hit the fifth desk, you might not even have no more writing credit on the damn song. Real talk. They're trying so hard to push Nicki out, but I think that they understand that they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That won't happen anytime soon. She's not good. I think Megan is good. She just needs somebody to kind of help her put music together because she can rap. I just don't think she can make good songs. So Her mother not here to write her lyrics for her no more. That's why she thrash. I think her mom definitely had a big impact over her lyrically because I felt like I felt like even on Fever, she was in her bag. Like she was in her bag. Something definitely changed with Megan. It's just like it's all sass and it's no finesse and bars. Like I don't know, something definitely changed. So that's interesting. Again, some artists aren't meant to be commercial. She is not a superstar, but they're trying. You ain't a star, and your record company know it. How you get all this money, get this far, and blow it? Yeah. So let's compare levels, right? Do you think Megan Thee Stallion in her prime and peak is she in her peak right now? Would you say she's peaked or she's in her prime definitely? But do you think the height of Megan Thee Stallion versus the height of Little Kim, who do you think was more like up? You think Megan surpassed Little Kim on the even with the social media level? Do you think she surpasses that, or are you like, yeah, right? Even the baby's for this perfection. Her inspiration passed away. Instead of using that pain to write, she partied and got lazy instead. Hmm. No, no, no. Yeah, Lil Kim got a lot of dope verses. I don't have a verse from Megan Thee Stallion that I could feel like could compete with any. Like Lil Kim has so many verses that she shitted on. Yeah, and no, I don't care for Lil Kim. Lil Kim can't be touched. Megan is more known for her antics and shenanigans. True. Why expect B to help Meg when she's doing her own artistry? Not to mention and keep an eye on Chloe and Halle, Meg on her own. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like think about this. If Megan is on Rock Nation, they have artists and entertainment. I'm pretty sure that they have a bucket that they use for video looks, or if you need choreography, they know they have little places to tap into. So what I'm saying is that probably keeps a lot of Beyonce people employed because if Beyonce people, do dancing and then Megan is having a video, that's a check for them. It kind of cross promotes within the company. You got to pay for that shit though. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like Megan, a lot of her stuff looks Beyonce esque. Her performances be looking like that, even with that whole. I just would wonder if she wasn't signed to Rock Nation, would she have came out with that whole that Malcolm X shit. Like, would she have came out with that? Because that was very Beyonce is. She's done that on tour before. So it's just a lot of the looks. If you pay close attention like that, you'll see it. But if you don't, if you've never been to a Beyonce concert or a Jay-Z concert, then you wouldn't understand it. And it's a lot of their antics. That's what I'm saying. Megan needs a hard song that tells a story. I ain't giving up on Shorty. She needs a better team. Yeah, she needs a better. Yeah, that's what I said. Once her singles start, doing the way they do, I'll be like, yeah, this needs to go over 5 deaths before it goes out because we got to make sure that this shit is on the money. Cardi is so outspoken about everything but silent about Meg. She said a little something on the live when it first happened, but not much. That's telling. 1 million streams on Vivo equals a quarterback of Doritos. Man, they taking all of that. It's set up for them to win, and that's crazy. And this is why I'm saying, like, imagine Megan the Stallion or anybody for an example, getting a plaque and nowadays for a song that went gold. It's like how much was pure sales and how much was just streaming and streams like and imagine how in regards to your deal, if you getting 40% of everything and they getting 60, that shit, that's already then you got to pay the producers. I'm telling you, that's a lot of money that comes off of that 40%. That's why if you think about it, Rock Nation was trying to get her to renegotiate her deal. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Social media gassed them up. Even Not is a better catalog than Meg and says everything we need to know. Even Not. Yeah, but I'm about to hop off here. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Y'all think this whole Tory incident with Megan, if proven that it's a lie, is it going to greatly impact her career? Could it shift her out of the game lower than she is now? I mean, I think Megan does okay now, but I don't really see her on that level that everybody else does. Maybe, but you know what? Maybe the young kid, but nah, I can't really say that either. Because I tell you, one thing I'm happy that I have connections with. I speak to so many young kids, and I always ask my nieces what they think about music, and they don't. They they listen to. I asked my niece, and this is what she said verbatim. I said, "What?" I said, "Did you like Megan new song, Don't Stop?" And she was like, "I like one part of the song." I'm like, "Damn!" And they music critics too. One thing my nieces will say is, oh, they be like, they'll listen to Cardi's song, but they be like, yeah, we like Nicki more. But they grew up to Nicki, so they kind of remember that. They know the history of the music. They listening to the old mixtapes now, so it's like I always tell you what's good about music is that you can get it in different periods. It's like I remember when Beyonce came out with Four. That's the album that made me like her. So it made me go back and listen to her other stuff. So you get music at different points. It's kind of interesting to see when you ask somebody like, "Oh, when did you start liking this person?" Like I started really liking Nicki the most, I think, in the Pink Print era, and then that kind of made me. I really listened to her older stuff, but it made me go back and listen to it again. So I don't know if that's just me, but I don't. Sometimes I don't get into an artist really like that in the first era. Like I might hear them and listen to it a little bit, but it normally takes me a minute to kind of warm up fully to an artist like that. She's canceled if she's lying. I don't like Don't Stop or Complete, but she canceled if she's lying. Yeah, Tori innocent, but she got that cosign from J&B, so folks gonna give Meg a pass. Well, we'll see. We'll definitely see. You always about to hop off. I hate it here. Yeah, I got to get moving. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back out. So I might hop back on here later. I just wanted to come and see what y'all thought about that. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, the tides are definitely changing. So Megan, we'll see what's gonna be her next thing that she comes out with. We'll be paying attention. Um, Hell no, she wouldn't have done the Malcolm X thing. I feel you though on the part about being inspiring Meg's recent looks. Thank you. Thank you. She is. You have to be able to see that though. Facts. That's how I feel a little bit too. They not gonna be able to cancel Meg, but it will look bad. Yeah. Megan the Stallion. Meg needs a timeout. Megan the Stallion drinking down Julio by the gallon. Yo, that's crazy. Nikki came out signing booze and she came out pouring liquor down her fans' throat. Megan is crazy. She's a motherfucking hot girl. She do hot shit. Yeah, okay. She is fake. People like Megan because they were getting sick of Cardi, and then they both collaborated. You know what I'm saying? That's how the fake do. Meg needs to sit down. I don't see rap guys trusting her after everything is finished. Yeah, they ain't ready. The phone ain't ringing for collaborations like that. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, we see it right now. The phones is not really ringing across the board. What's going on with that? We got a female rapper who's been in the game for nearly 14 years, and her phone is still ringing. Like, I'm pretty sure there's so many features that Nicki probably get asked to be on that we don't even know. Like, you in the prime of your career, you should be killing everything. Like, if you hear this, take this as an inspiration and really start bodying shit. Like, really start going crazy, you know? Yeah, ethic is just so different from back in the day. It's like I remember like back in the day, like when Remy would have a lean back out, she would have a brief, like she would have different freestyles out that was circulating at the same time. It's like she kept they kept the fans fed back then. That's one thing I could say, regardless of where Remy is at chart wise, she worked that female rapper shit. Like she worked that shit. She dropped freestyle, she dropped mixtapes. If she had a song out that was on the billboard back then, she was still working. She stayed on the road. Like, yeah, different times, but come on. Like, where's your efforts at? These people, they make it big and they stop doing the stuff where people knew them for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Used to get freestyles from Megan Thee Stallion all the time. And she, she's with Rock Nation. She's displaced and now she's in Los Angeles, all outside of Houston. And the vibe is just different. The vibe is really is different. She was shady long before WAP until she really got what she Megan just she achieved everything she wanted to though. She got her Nicki collaboration, she got her Beyonce collaboration. Tory was lit with Quarantine Radio. He had the viewership, so that was good connecting for her. Like getting in front of those, you gotta think about it. If say I have a platform that I reach over 1 million people and you're my friend or some shit like that, and you'd be like, damn, you have a reach. That a reach brings opportunity. It brings opportunity. So she connected with him and then started going live. Come on, that's a good look for her. That gets her name in more people's mouth, like Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion. Tori was getting them views. Yeah, Tori was getting them views, so that was a good look for her. Infamous like Jesse Smollett. That's what happened when you sell your soul for riches. People shouldn't even put Nicki in the same sentence as Megan Cardi. Facts. Cardi is very good at influencing people to like her. What you mean? True. True. Meg lost her mom, grandma, and daddy. She needed a break instead of pretending to be happy. But you know what? I could kind of like I can relate to that. Sometimes, like it's depending on what's going on. Sometimes people got to keep it moving because that's what's best for them. But while keeping it moving, you have to be very cognizant of the things that you do. Like you just do. Infamous, not the same as famous. People want to watch a train wreck. That sounded like a bar. Meg is a liar and an opportunist. That was dope. Where's that comment at again? Not the same as famous. People want to watch a train wreck. Infamous, not the same as famous. That was dope. They wrote checks that they asses can't cash. Yeah, me too. I never did either. I never liked Cardi on an artist level. Like, when I seen her on Love and Hip Hop, it was like, oh, she's kind of silly, funny personality. And then once she crossed over into the rap lane, I was just like, nah, not my thing. I just didn't like it. You feel me? Coming from those days, and I remember when she did the what's her name? The Lady LaShore stink ass weave. Lady LaShore did not like that shit either. Real talk. She won't speak on that though, but I know for a fact that she didn't like it. And yeah, I started noticing that she wanted to turn into a rapper, and I just was like, "Come on, man!" I'm like, first you go from being funny on Love and Hip Hop, now you're a rapper. It's like they just trying to like pass the buck on everybody. No, so I'm always gonna be from the, I'm always gonna feel close to that era of where you had to be somewhat authentic, like yeah, I don't believe that Little Kim wrote all of her rhymes, and we know Jay Z helped Foxy, but Foxy Brown is known as being a rapper. It's like these people had. I don't know if I don't think Little Kim really had that dream. I think Biggie made that dream for her, but these people like Foxy, she grew up battling in the Lyricist Lounge. Like she battled Shaheem from Wu-Tang Clan. So she has a history in rap. So if you just see somebody literally dragged into a spot and it's like, who you supposed to be? It's like you looking at her and Nicki like the same. It's like, who you supposed to be? Like this girl really grinded from the bottom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she really grinded from the bottom. From the bottom. You know what I mean? Like writing raps all day. If you don't understand that, then you will never get it. And that's why people, I feel like they go for the whole Cardi B shenanigans. There's no really talent there. Like, you know, like there's no talent there. I feel like Megan has more talent than Cardi, of course. But come on. These are the same people that Megan used to speak against. And she'd be like, oh, people just waking up in the morning and then they just want to be rappers. Megan used to be so shady in her persona. She was. I don't know. It's like some people feel like she's doing it more now, but I felt like she used to be shady as hell back then too. These new girls rather be Instagram famous and have a legacy. God no, they both sound the same on every song. Cardi is the only blatantly untalented female rapper at this time that's on top. So yes, Meg was dissing her. Yeah. Y'all praising bitches that's doing the minimum. I put that and I'm killing them. Yeah, she was definitely with that shit. These hoes hold with lame shit on the internet, all with gang shit. They love to talk hot shit with a lame bitch, but when they come around me, they ain't saying shit. Yeah, she was definitely popping off. I think that was that definitely felt like it was a different spirit behind that. Cause that should have been her album. I'm telling y'all, Fever should have been her album. She has some good music on there. Wait, hold on, y'all not finna do mess with Megan Cardi B, and if y'all don't like, yeah, that's why Nicki got a drop now while the Iron Hot these other girls dropping. I need to learn how to agree to disagree and still coexist in the chat. I like Megan and Nicki, however, I impress. True. Fever was an album. Every time it don't, yeah. Every time it don't do what she wants. But Fever went. Did Fever go platinum? I think Fever went. Did Fever go gold? I think it might have went gold. But May got a good run off of that. She just ain't let Simon Says do his thing because she was so pressed to get the Hot Girl Summer. So she shitted on the rest of her songs that was on her project just to get that Nicki feature, which she should have saved for her album. She should have had. You know what? The way Megan had like at least 2 or 3 more songs left on that mixtape, she could have pushed. She could have pushed Hot Girl Summer. That could have came out this year. You feel me? But she wanted to get these songs out so much. Well, we got Hot Girl Summer in the damn fall. I like Megan to take time off and properly mourn and go to rehab. What I don't appreciate why Meg didn't congratulate Nicki. It's like, yeah, everything is behind the scenes now with Meg since her collaboration and connection with Cardi. Everything just seems so fake now. You feel me? It's like, where's the love? Where's all this love that you had from the, from back in the day. Like from all of this shit. You used to post my songs, dance to my songs all the time. And now since you got your collaboration with Cardi, you barely promoted our collaboration, you know. She was posting Drake videos every damn day. Who knows what Megan's rhyme and reason was? You just never know. She's fake. She could have pushed Tina Snow all 2019. Fever was a flop. Fever went gold though, I think. Right? I gotta look that up. But Fever did okay. Cash shit, I know that's either gold or platinum. That did numbers. She do call them albums and then call them mixtapes and then change the mixtapes. I remember Meg saying working with Cardi wasn't as bad as other people made it seem, and she rolled her. And then she rolled her eyes. Who could she even talking about though? In fact, she promoted the hell out of No Guidance because of the line about her clout chasing. You know what, Megan? Now that we break that down, do we think Megan was she dropped her song with Nicki, but then she was promoting No Guidance just to try to secure a? I guarantee. Let's pay attention. Do you think Megan would have a collaboration on her album with Drake? She said her album about to go crazy. Like, what's gonna be so crazy about it? We know she worked with the Neptunes. They had some footage in the studio. But Megan gonna have to bring it on this project. Like she gonna have to really do some sort of. She gonna have to do something crazy because we in the pandemic right now. You still gonna drop this music. You can't go out like that. Um, yeah, like I said, those artists like Dream Doll and them and Asian Doll, they work in these little hookah lounges in your little small cities. So they doing them shits. But Megan can't do that. So they getting them little checks. I ain't saying they little checks. It's money, but I'm just saying Megan Thee Stallion can't do that. So she got to get back to work. They got to do some sort of online shit. Like Beyonce better do some sort of Beyonce need to headline some online shit so that Megan can just be like a background dancer, like get her shit off. You feel me? Some shit like that. What you think of that In and Out song? What song you talking about? I'm not sure if it's just not coming to mind right now. Haha, they not working in these little hookah lounges. That's what, Aquaflux. I was honestly thinking of that the other day. It's like, when I was talking about Don't Stop, I said, am I expecting too much from Megan Thee Stallion? Is that what it really is? So that is you know, a great statement because I was thinking that the other day. I was like, maybe I'm just expecting too much from her. Megan didn't congratulate Nicki on her number ones or her pregnancy announcement. Yeah. I think people are realizing her strategy and doesn't seem genuine. Yeah, you could see straight through it. Something there is definitely forced. It's definitely for the betterment of herself. And yeah, once you see that in a person, you just kind of like everything is strategic with her. Why would somebody like Megan talk about she want to be friends with the Kardashians? You want to be friends with them for a look. Why wouldn't you want to just be lit off of who you are and have everybody on your shit? Like that don't make sense to me. If you notice, she was connected to Jordan Woods. Is that her name? But it's like everybody who's connected to Megan is pivotal and it's important for her to grow her base. Like you know what I'm saying? She's not connected to just regular people. She want to be seen with somebody. She was turning up the Nicki music. Then she got Nicki's attention. Then she got Nicki's collaboration. Then she got Nicki in the video. When it came turn, for her to return the favor, she didn't deliver. So that's that. Real talk. Beyonce don't care about that girl. Meg want to be friends with everyone, and that's why you got the lower ones like Malibu is holding on to Meg because she like, well, shit, Meg at least got a little leg in, so if I at least get a collaboration with her, then I could get looked at by like 30 niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a look. So yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like the situation could end up turning on Megan, but at the end of the day, it's going to be people who's always going to listen to and support music. And that's why I gave that example. The way that people stream music now, it'll make it look like it's doing something, but trust me, on the back end, on a business level, they know what's going on. Them streams is not really bringing in that much money, and before you know it or not, once they notice how much money they putting into projects, that shit is gonna be like, is it really worth it or not? Is the look really worth it? I'm tired of this hot girl summer shit. I'm telling y'all, Cardi is good at this shit, drawing people in her goofy personality to get what she wants. Megan thinks she's the sweetest person ever. Meg was so vocal when it came to Nicki. Now everything is silent. She just wants to be everyone's BFF in Hollywood. That's not realistic shit. Will get burnt out. Yeah, true that. But yeah, I'm about to hop off of this shit though. I just wanted to come on here and chat with y'all. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you like the video. And y'all making me sad about Nicki and Meg. Meg is a fool. Cardi set her up by inviting Jason Lee to her party. He only reported negatively on Meg. That was on purpose. Facts. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to hop up out of this video. Hope y'all have a good day. I'm out.